What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today we've got an unboxing for Banger. This is a ZD Racing Rocket DTK 16. It's 1/16 scale, 4-wheel drive, desert truck, and it's brushless. So last year I reviewed the MT16 from ZD Racing and I was really impressed with it, apart from the diffs. The diffs on the MT16 were really weak, and it wasn't just me that noticed that. A few people that done reviews on noticed that after 5 minutes or so the diffs were making a lot of noise until they finally completely stripped. The 16th scale platform that the ZD Racing is built upon, there's a few. There's a Truggy and there's another one. They got slightly smaller wheels and they were actually all right. It was just the MT16 with the bigger wheels that caused an issue. I'm interested to see if they've changed anything on it. Apparently with the brushless motor it does 55 kilometers an hour, and with the brushed it does 40. So as you know, on this channel we like to speed test everything as well, to look at them claims. Not sure we're going to do 55, but from what I remember they are pretty quick. Nothing else really to say apart from it says there, just charge the batteries and go. I'm not sure you just have to charge the batteries. I think we should put the wheels on first. Anyway, let's get out of the box and have a look. I must say, a very good use of space from ZD Racing. That's a tiny little box that this all came in. When it actually arrived, when it's delivered, I wasn't sure what it was because it was so small. Now, first thing I noticed, the transmitter. I'm pretty sure with the MT16 you got like a Dumbo RC, which are really good. This, they've downgraded it. It's a bit cheap, plasticky, but you got your it says speed switch, that'll be your throttle dual rate. You got your steering trim. It says you got an aux channel there, that might be for your lights, and steering reverse, but bit of a downgrade from the MT16. But I'm not sure on the price on this. It might actually be cheaper, so we'll let them off if it is. You got your instructions. Looks like some tools in there. They give you 2 leads for the charger. One's European, one's American. Doesn't help me in the UK because I need a 3-pin one. And then you've got the instructions there. The instructions actually show the MT16, so maybe this isn't the new one. I don't know. Wheels and tyres, nice and soft. I did like the wheels and tyres actually on the other one. They look about the same size. I really hope that diff's been changed, or the gearing on this is not going to put too much strain on it, but we will find out when we run it, because I will definitely give it a good test. Standard charger, I always recommend buy a decent charger. These are okay for balanced charging, and these will do 3S as well, but buy a decent charger. And then here is the little desert buggy. Very nice. So let's get the wheels on and then let's have a look at it. What a nice looking truck. Now what I did like about these is the suspension, as you saw there. The damping on this, or just in general, it's awesome. It doesn't have any rebound at all. Really nice oil shocks on there. It feels nice and loose on that brushless motor, and just overall a very nice looking desert buggy. Just your generic tub chassis on these. We've already spoke about tyres, nice and soft. You got metal drive shafts in there, and unfortunately you've got plastic diff cups. I'm pretty sure that was one of the issues. We'll not look at that yet until we take it out for a run to see how they hold up, but at the moment I haven't got my MT16 to hand, but it does look similar. Let's take this body off and have a look underneath. Hinged at the back, we've got a little light bar across the top. It's a nice little touch. You get a nice sized 1500 milliamp hour LiPo, not a lithium ion, so LiPo 15C discharge, not the most powerful, but for that little it's a 370, bit bigger than a 370 size can, it's plenty for that. I can see on here where they've cut costs a little bit, like I was saying with the transmitter. On the other one you had the separate Dumbo RC one, where this has got a combined 30 amp ESC and receiver, Dean's plug, 3-wire servo, and then you got a little connection there that goes to your light bar, and then yeah, there's your little motor there and your steering servo, fully proportional. Not much else to look at under there. I think what we need to do is get a battery charged, get it out, and give it a good run around and see how it holds up. I know if this survives, if this is fine and doesn't have the same issues as before with the other one, then I will definitely recommend this. The only reason I didn't recommend the last one was because of the reliability of the drivetrain. If this has the same performance but actually survives, then it's definitely a recommendation from me. Anyway, let's charge the battery. Let's go give it a run. So fresh battery, we've got the GPS in, let's give it a run. I'm not in the best place to give it a speed run, but I reckon I could get up to kind of full speed. Obviously it's going to probably do a couple of mile an hour or kilometers an hour faster on a nice smooth surface, but I think we've got enough space here. 2S stock lipo. Let's see how fast it goes. Meant to do 55 kilometers an hour. On the Banggood website it says about 45, so let's see where we can get with it. Link for the GPS I'm using in the description. Let's get it started. Let's give it a run. Oh, nice amount of power on this. I should be able to get full throttle right up the end here. There's a few bumps, but it's got decent suspension. Here we go. Right, that's full throttle now. Yeah, we're good. It's not 45 kilometers an hour though. Let's see what that was. 20 mile an hour. Oh, I always put it in the wrong thing. 32 kilometers an hour. Yeah, a little bit off there with the old 45 or 55, but what do you expect? Anyway, 32 kilometers an hour, not bad for this little thing. 32 kilometers an hour is fast off-road, I can assure you. This thing is fun. Ideal terrain for this, rough ground, tarmac, bumps, lumps, the lot. This thing runs really well. Whoa. Feet, yes. What a cool little buggy. Well, I'm super impressed at the moment. So far so good with the old Diffs. Seems to be holding up. Before I run the battery down, let's switch the camera over. Let's get some cool action shots for you. If I have any issues with it, I will report back at the end, but if you don't hear from me again, it's because this thing has performed very well. Link for in the description, link for the GPS in the description. Cheers for watching, enjoy the rest of it. I'll see you next time.